a look at some of the people that claimed that they would leave America if Donald Trump became president again. In 2020, Barbara Streisand raised eyebrows when she said she'd move to England if Trump won a second term. She's still there. We, of course, saw Ellen leave with her partner, Portia de Rossi. She went to the Cotswolds in the UK. And actress America Ferrera claimed that she might be leaving at some point. Sharon Stone also said that she might move to Italy. Bring us up to speed on the celebrities that wanted to flee the States and those that are actually going to stick around.
Yeah, I mean, I think America Ferrera and Ellen are potentially the only ones that have spoken out against Trump that no longer live here. Sources close to Ellen say it really wasn't Trump. She was kind of driven away by the bully allegations that she was haunted with over the last few years. But Miley Cyrus, like think about all of the names of the people. I believe Amy Schumer, the comedian, said she was going to flee.
Mm.
Literally, no one has fled. Maybe America Ferrera, but everyone else is living happy and healthy in the United States of America.
And just look at the action in Washington, D.C. There's so much energy, there's so much optimism, and really Melania Trump looked absolutely incredible at today's inauguration. What's been the reaction to her appearance?
Yeah, everyone loving the cap that she wore. It actually reminded a lot of people of the outfit she wore when she went to meet with the Queen in the UK.
Mm.
I think that I feel so bad for Melania because the mainstream media, the fashion magazines, they're all so cruel to her. She's one of the most beautiful people in the world, and she's handled it all with such grace. The reaction online was primarily positive to her wardrobe, but I do think that with this upcoming administration, I'm hoping that people are kinder to Melania, who's never fought back and really never set a foot wrong when it came to being the first lady.
I suspect that they will, you'd think if you're a human being that you would treat her differently, or sorry, you'd treat her the same, because the treatment of how she was treated compared to, say, Jill Biden, it's unbelievable. I want to talk to you about TikTok. Over 170 million American users were unable to access TikTok on Saturday night, with the app displaying a message that it would be offline until further notice. Now, the Biden administration signed into law that required the Chinese Communist Party affiliated TikTok parent corporation ByteDance to divest from the company in April or face a shutdown in the United States. And the Supreme Court upheld the law. Now, users were greeted with a new notification that the app had resumed service as a result of President Trump's efforts. So this is no doubt making influencers happy that they have TikTok for now.
That's right. They released a message that said, "We thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans." I mean, we've also seen that some of the Gaza hostages released because of Trump's threats. He's working overtime. I mean, the app that was allowing hundreds of thousands of migrants to cross the border shut off within moments. He is an action-driven man, and you're seeing that within the first few hours of today, but you're also seeing it beforehand. I mean, the fact that the hostage exchange has been something that's been heavy on people's hearts for over a year now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I want to talk to you about the royals. Vanity Fair has published a major article reflecting on the 5 years since Harry and Meghan stepped down from their senior roles in the British royal family. The article was scathing. What more can you tell us?
Well, my favorite line, or my favorite theme, is despite the major opportunities offered to the Sussexes upon arriving here in the States and in California in the shape of Netflix and Spotify deals. And just imagine the arrogance of Harry and Meghan when those announcements were made. Vanity Fair says they failed to yield consistent, successful content. I think professionally, this is the biggest blow to Harry and Meghan. There are some gossipy parts about Meghan potentially shopping a post-divorce book to publishers. I mean, of course, that is shocking. But I think the way that Vanity Fair goes over some of their professional failures and their inability to communicate, appropriately with staff, and how they've alienated so many Sussex Survivors Club members is the most damaging.
It'll be interesting to see what the next 5 years holds for them, because it's really hard to find anyone who's a fan of Harry and Meghan.
Unless you're Sharon Stone, who threatened to leave the country and is still here. Yeah, Sharon Stone apparently said something nice about them. I'm like, Sharon Stone's not very nice herself. So that's not the endorsement I want. But you're right. 5 years from now, where will they be? Will they still be hiding their kids? I mean, I'd love to see their babies one of these days. Where will they be? Meghan might get that book deal, the post-divorce book deal. We'll have to wait and see.
Watch this space. Commentator and host of the To Die For Daily podcast, Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Great to talk to you.
Thanks.